Hello and welcome to Rauta. This time I don't have a good news in terms of reviews, but quite the contrary. First of all, French label Ladlow is mostly known for quality releases, both when it comes to packaging, such as this beautiful glossy digipack here with Acedia, Quebec-based bands from Canada with the third album Fracture. And secondly, Quebec is mostly known for quality black metal. I would say, in my opinion, the best black metal from Canada comes from Quebec region, with a lot of really good melodic black metal bands with kind of a signature style in terms of music, and well, quality comes with that. However, this time we have a band that is by Ladlow and from Quebec area, and this one is, I'm gonna say it out loud, crap. The thing here is, this one is representation of what we could say dissonant modern black metal. Before you get a little bit like, what? If you have ever heard of those third wave black metal bands from Iceland, we have multiple layers of different buzzing guitars, a lot of dissonant and a lot of chaotic parts. You pretty much roughly know what's going on when you're talking about dissonant black metal. That is almost like antithesis to what was going on in the first wave, when black metal was very much kind of simple riff-driven stuff. Early Bathory, Celtic Frost, Venom, etc. are pretty much good examples what's going on when we're talking about the first wave. With the second wave, be it Norwegian, be it Greek, be it Nordic in general, like Swedish, Finnish, whatever, it was pretty much always either riff or melodic driven black metal. We all know why the big ones are so known. They have the kind of a hit songs, catchy parts, excellent melodies, even lots of symphonic parts when we are talking about Ember and the like. Now fast forward to this day, when so many bands are trying to shed the skin of the whole genre and figuring out how to make black metal in new ways, yet at the same time being black metal. So they end up adding raspy or screamy vocals, or any kind of combination of that, even flirting with the growly parts, and that's where Acedia comes into play. Having the somewhat growly, raspy vocals, which are very aggressive and intense, fierce and all that stuff, but feel like they don't belong here. I mean, it's almost like you have a full album and you just glue some, vocals on the top of it. Almost like taking a layer from another album that's just, okay, scream your lungs out and you're ready to go. That's not the problem though. These vocals are okay. They're not good or bad in terms of being some kind of a signature style of given genre. But where this album sucks ass, I know I'm being blunt and brute here, but I mean, this album gets on my nerves, and it's actually pretty goddamn of an annoying one. I gave it a few listens, and none of them actually made it better in terms of me liking the album or understanding the art here within. The thing here with Fracture is, it roughly runs for some 40 minutes, and it features, at best, somewhat more like mediocre, basic melodies, which are like, okay, very forgettable, but at least they don't annoy or sound like shit. They're just like, filling the gaps, and that's pretty much of it. But where these albums goes to hell directly is the use of different layers of annoying riffs and just useless noise. Not useful, but useless noise. Not like actual like noise core or all that stuff, but some buzzing weird riffs which are something like akin to weird, not free jazz, but kind of a non-metallic in the sense of, how black metal is supposed to sound. More like artsy-fartsy experimentations, what you can do with your guitar, don't exactly sound like black metal at all. Some of these parts actually then again make it sound more like it's some kind of avant-garde-ish expression mingling with some experimental ideas which just sound crap. It's almost like, how come nobody came to tell this guitar player, no, this is not gonna cut it, that riff sounds like ass. That doesn't work. This is going to be removed. It's more like, let's add layers of stuff. I'm gonna sum it up like this. It feels like there are like 4 members of the band who are doing entirely different song. Bass player is going like do, actually playing quite okay, and the bass is audible. Good for that. The vocalist, like said, it feels like it's just, topping everything and just like scream whatever you want. It doesn't matter if it fits the song or like, it's very monotone, it's aggressive, but it doesn't feel like it's adding something to these songs. It feels like it's separate layer altogether. Drummer is almost like, I'll just play fast, whatever song this is, it doesn't really matter because these riffs are shitty. I'm just gonna play fast all the time. No need for tempo changes. You just can keep going on with different kind of blast beats. That adds cymbals right there, and you're just like dee. Whatever these guitarists are playing, I don't know. I don't really care. I just want my hamburgers and a bottle of wine and get to watch Netflix and chill. The guitar players are like, okay, I'm gonna add these really weird riffs and parts where it gets dissonant, and the rest of the guys are like, no, okay, whatever. Let's just split in separate directions and get it over with. The result sounds very chaotic, very dissonant, and at parts very annoying. So if I sound like I'm frustrated with this album, yes I am. Had this not been a physical copy, I would have probably end up listening to this after 2 songs. I would have like, okay, this is not my cup of tea, this is unbearable, this is unlikable, this is just pure annoying extreme metal. But now, because of this review album, I went through one time and I'm like, okay, this is pretty annoying. Maybe it gets better with more listens. Another time, and it's building up. And by the time, like 5th spin or whatever, I'm pretty annoyed. I'm ready to write my review. I'm ready to do the spoken review. And I'm like, okay, don't listen to this unless you're a big fan of dissonant black metal to begin with. So my score for 3 out of 10, it's pretty suitable. There are certainly worse albums out there, definitely. But when it comes to dissonant black metal albums, I can actually think only better ones. So don't touch this unless you're a fanatic fan of dissonant black metal style. This is clearly a big miss for Latlo and Quebec black metal scene. My rant out. Listen to the samples online. You will find links provided in the description box if you feel like you're audience of this given style. Bye.